are now watching Jay in the Morning with your host Jay Harlem and Jay Moggenheim live on Mog TV.
Yo, what's going on? Happy Monday.
Happy
Shout
Monday.
out to everybody out there. Top of the morning. You are now tuned in to Jay's in the Morning, #1 morning show in the Polyverse. What's good, everybody? How y'all been? What's good with you, man? How was vacation, man?
It was great, man. It was great. It just took too long. I just couldn't wait to get back to get to episode 57, man. I just was counting the days.
You got a little too comfortable not doing nothing but just enjoying yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get back to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Big Marcus in the building. Salute, Big Marcus. Thank you for pulling up.
What's good, man? Shout out to Big Marcus. Yeah, man. So we here Monday. Shit, we about to be in May soon. Come couple of days. Fucking May already. That's crazy. It's hot out here. It's about 70 degrees in New York City. It's about to be 78. They said the highest today. Is it hot over there by you?
It's hitting the 70s, low 70s. I don't know what it's supposed to hit today, 72, 74.
Yeah, we getting there. So, yeah, finally the spring weather's adjusting. You know what I mean? Shit, you know? Flowers are blooming. Speaking of flowers blooming and the bees and the birds and the pollen in the air, sorry for everybody who got their sinus problems, you know, because there's a lot of pollen out there. So, you know, hope y'all getting y'all meds. You know what I mean? Shit is bad. And also, you know, speaking of, you know what the bees do, they pollinate, so you know, we can get more stuff out of there, you know, more flowers. So we're gonna deal with Trump, what he's trying to do, pollinate the United States for the population, because it seems that our population is low, just like other countries, and he's putting a little incentive in there for all you who want to have kids. I get a little money coming your way. You know what I'm saying?
$5,000 for it. That is just one of the ideas that the Trump administration is reportedly tossing around to get birth rates up. The New York Times is reporting there are ideas on the table like a national medal of motherhood for women with 6 children or more. There's even a $5,000 baby bonus for every new mother. A third idea is to fund programs that educate women on when they are ovulating and able to conceive. It is not yet clear whether the White House is seriously considering these measures. Have a baby?
It's like they're trolling.
Stop. They're gonna give an award out. They're gonna give an award out. 5 stacks, bro.
Yeah, I believe
they're already getting like 2 or 3 on income tax, right?
Yeah, I can see them boosting your rebate. But the 6th mother or more or whatever, I'm like, you're right. They ain't gonna
Listen, mother of the year, bro.
6 kids.
Hey, back in the day, people were having 10, 12 kids. Think about that shit.
Yeah, but that was different.
And they wasn't had no hospitals and shit like that the way they have them now. They don't have the care they have now.
Man, yeah, but I'm saying 6 kids. Nowadays, that's not you had a farm and you had, you know what I mean. That's when you was making workers. When you had kids.
Listen, I think it is feasible. They give you 5 stacks and you throw that in the market. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, you know, with some interest. By the time the kid reaches 30, I think that should pay for itself. You know what I'm saying? That's college right there.
Yeah,
I don't know. You know, I'm just saying. You know. Well, they got to be a little more than 5 stacks. You know,
they had to give me $5,000 a week for 18 years. We have another baby. Jay Mees in the building. What up there, brother Jay Mees? Salute to you. Thanks for pulling up. Friend of the show.
Jay Mees be everywhere too, bro. He definitely sniping. He out there. He knows the scoop. Jay Mees knows what's going on everywhere, right? Jay Mees, shout out to Jay Mees. Let me go check out this chat. Boom, Jay Mees.
Jay Mees in the building.
Let me go check out this Jay Mees in the building. Oh shit, that's what's up. So it's good to know when we talk about the space JB is in tune. Like we don't lose a lot of people because we also get people who are not in the space that tune in too. You know what I mean? So
That means Jamie's is in tune to what's going on.
yeah, listen, you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Got his ear to the streets, the YouTube streets. Speaking of YouTube streets, you know what I'm saying? shit is crazy out there right now. Got a lot of feelings floating around out there. You know what I'm saying? People had a live expressing their feelings last night. You know, felt like he got wamboozled.
I got a lot of work in the live streams to keep me from going crazy. Oh man, DJ Pantos in the building said he didn't get a notification. Oh man,
What up, DJ?
Let me see here.
Let's go. Let's see. How about everything is getting modernized. So why not modernize the way you get robbed? Load up clip 8 for me.
Clip 8. While I'm loading up clip 8, I'll throw a quick trip clip in here. Shout out DJI drone. DJI flip drone. Yeah. So can use that for a little interlude. Hope the music won't hit me. Shout out to Free Society in the building.
What it is, Free?
Free is in Thailand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let me run that back real quick. I like how that hit. All right. Anyway. Flashbacks and flashbacks and flashbacks. What clip we going for?
We're going for modern age
robbery.
Modern age robbery. You know, with you figure, back in the day before you roll the clip, when you hear somebody get robbed, it's usually what do you hear? Like what kind of like what do you hear from them? What's the description? What's the feedback?
Like, what's that demo? Stick them up. Give me everything you got. Shit like that.
And how does the victim feel usually?
Oh, I mean, violated. You feel traumatized. You know what I mean? That was
afraid, right? Like, yeah, like
afraid, terrorized.
Exactly. So what happens is you go to school and you find out new ways to do the same crimes. You know what I'm saying? And this one, we modernized it.
All right, here we go.
All the money, bro. All the money. Just the money. That's it. Just the money. I don't want to kill you. Just the money. Right? That's it, all right? You're my guy, all right?
You're my guy, all right?
Everything good. Is that fake? Can I have a fake? No, bitch. Okay, all right. Have a good night, brother. Have a good night. All the money, bro. All the money. Just the money. That's it. Just the money. I don't want to kill you. Just the money. Right? That's it, all right? You're my guy, all right?
You're my guy, right?
Everything good. Is that vape? Can I have a vape? No, bitch.
Is that a vape?
Right. Have a good night, brother.
Did somebody else come in the store though at the end, or I see the door open?
I think that's probably his voice.
Oh no, or somebody was there, or somebody came in and said, "Fuck that." You know what I mean? They came in and was like, "Yeah, I'm straight." Oh, gentle robbery, robbing with manners. He said, "You my guy, bro, right?"
What up, Sims? King Sims in the building.
King Sims in the building.
What up, shit? What up, man?
Salute
good.
Sims. He out there in the DR doing this thing.
In the DZR, the tropics. He be over there. He be like, listen, I'm out of here, and he just shows up on YouTube.
Yeah, we Marcus they do say, yeah, have a good night, buddy. Like, yeah, I don't want to I don't want to kill you. Just the money.
You my boy, right? You my boy. Listen, he modernized it, bro. This day and age. Think about it. If you was to get robbed politely, you wouldn't be as traumatized as you would if they would do it the regular way. You know, how they usually do it. Think about that.
They still consider aggravated robbery, or they were they tone it down since
it's not. It'll just be robbery. You know what I'm saying? You know, it can't be aggravated robbery. You know what I'm saying? They might just call it larceny. You know what I mean? Just because you were polite instead of grand larceny. You know what I mean? Under 1,000, depending on what state you in, 500 might get got. Who knows? But yeah, man, that shit kill me. It's like, you have a good night, all right? he was just pointing a gun at this dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yo, but you heard of George Santos? He got sentenced to 7 years over there. That motherfucker over there stealing money and shit. Go ahead and roll clip number 9 for me.
Clip 9. I got you. No, George Santos. How much money did he steal?
When they gonna say it?
Would it be worth it? How much would it be worth per year if you had, like stole some money, hit it?
A million at least, minimum.
$1 million a year?
Minimum.
I know, but then once you hit a certain, you know what I mean? That's just got to exponentially.
As I said, minimum. It depends what I'm facing.
$1 million for 1 year.
He stole from the government. Yeah, every year it doubles up.
Doubles up. Yeah, then you can do it more. 1, then you get 2, then 4, then 8. Then fucking yeah.
Every year I'm keeping the secrets. I get the fucking money. They're not paying it. They stealing it from the taxpayers anyway. That's what they're doing. The donors, the fundraisers.
So then I smoke in the building. Salute, smoke. All right, let's see what this George Santos cat dealing with.
The thing about the shop I love is the human interaction.
Put up or shut up at this point. To set the record straight and put this in the record, I will not be resigning. Oh, I was not a drag queen in Brazil, guys. I was young and I had fun at a festival. Sue me for having a life.
What you guys had lunch? Staying out here all day.
Is it true that you have an OnlyFans page and you can peel a banana with your feet?
I don't have one. I just discovered what OnlyFans was about 3 weeks ago when it was brought up in a discussion in my office.
You just can't tell the truth.
Yeah, all one.
Santos.
You just said his job longer.
Given the fact that he's under ethics investigation, he should be sitting in the back row and staying quiet.
I think it's reprehensible that the senator would say such a thing to me in the demeaning way he said. It wasn't very Mormon of him.
Santos. McCarthy.
Now I'm going to have to go and fight to defend myself. The reality is it's a witch hunt. Nobody tells me to do anything. I made a decision on my own that I thought best represented the interest of the bill. Pardon me, guys. Ow! This day and every day, we give credence to the dark side of humanity, but strive for a better, brighter future. Guys, you gotta relax. You're assaulting me at that point.
He's a national joke. He's an international joke. But this joke's got to go.
I will not resign. I will be continuing to hold my office elected by the people.
How do you feel like you're able to serve you
resign if
your voters call for you to
142 people ask for me to resign, I'll resign. There's no secrets in this place. It's amazing how you all know what goes on.
I am so proud to be as pro-Israel as they come.
He's a terrorist sympathizer. Nobody defending Hamas has any business in this building, whether you're elected, whether you're a civilian. I'm a boring nerd, dork, whatever you want to call me. I just want to pass legislation that are common sense for our people. They want to send me home. If they think this was a fair process, if they think this is how it should be done, and if they're confident that this is a constitutional way of doing it, God bless their hearts.
He was a congressman or a senator.
He's a senator.
Damn. Yeah. How the fuck?
I think let's not mistake it. Let's get our facts right because we are back today. So just check it out. George Santos was a senator.
Let's see here.
Anyway, he got the 7. He's doing the 7 years. Most likely he fucking get parole. He ain't gonna do no 7 years.
Oh, state representative, not senator. State.
Okay.
Yeah, representative from Congress. So I'll be a congressman, right? Former. It says former.
Former. Yeah, former.
Yeah. Well,
7
that's what he
years.
heard. Good
You
justice.
should have got more. You still from the American people. You should get. You should, especially if you work and you got voted in. Fuck that.
It's like treason. That should be
exactly like they should fucking cut your fucking hands off, bro. They should make an example out of y'all motherfuckers. Like y'all want to do that shit. They already fucking shipping off U.S. citizens. You know what I'm saying? The fuck. You know what I'm saying? And start chopping some motherfucking hands off that are elected. For stealing. Oh, that'd be perfect TV, man. Who wouldn't watch that? Like that's gonna be the future, like public execution and punishment again, like just to fucking get ratings. Some fucking company's gonna get a hold of this shit. Because remember, the prisons are privately owned companies already. So that's nothing for somebody to drop a check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see that.
Yo, bro, I saw the wildest shit. I ain't even want to send you the clip, but I'm gonna talk about it. Pause. Ayo. Fucking Ayo sport of the fucking century. Tell me how these college kids got together and created the first ever sperm race. Sperm race, bro. Like they put the sperms in this fucking thing, like each two, and it raced, like it went like the sperm it thought it was going into an egg and shit. Like that shit was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? That nigga was holding a trophy and everything. I was like, yo, that is wild. So this is why I say, if that's entertainment and that's getting sponsorship, who's to say executions and punishments might be next? You know what I'm saying? Just for the public. Because think about this: who would the public vote for more? A person that can show the people that got punished for their crimes and that's why they're paying their hard-earned tax dollars for, or one that you don't know what really happens when people get caught. They just get let go and probation all the time. Huh? Think about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be interesting. It'd be definitely entertaining for sure.
Listen, everybody gonna watch it, man. Listen, Black Mirror is paving the way.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. It sounded like in the Black Mirror in the episode. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, if y'all ain't watched that shit, y'all better go watch that shit.
I watched. So far, I've watched. I watched I watched like 3 episodes on the plane so far.
Of the new one or the
newest? The newest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the newest season. So that's have you seen any of those episodes for the new season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I finished that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. From the ads or whatever. I just finished the one. I just finished the one where the little minions or whatever, the throng and lived in the computer and shit.
Yeah.
But it's funny because how dude like when they did a zoom out shot, that episode, bro, like visually, some of the shit, like when it was showing him build his supercomputer and all that, and then like the little shot when the shit was like every part of his, like it kind of reminded me of my attic studio. Like he had fucking microchips and components all over that shit with the supercomputer for the throne. I said, man, but you never get to see what happened. I'm like, oh, I want to see it. I want to see another episode of that one. Like what happened after the end? You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely,
that was pretty dope.
Definitely.
That was
so funny because my son was watching it with me, right? And then I thought I played them like one episode before, but they wasn't really into it. But then they watched the whole last season with me, and I was like, it was like, oh, this is a good show, and I was like, it got like other seasons you could watch, and he was like, get out of here. So they got to go start from the beginning when they saw the number 7 verse.
I still never seen the season. Well, the controversial one where like a couple of my people's like, yeah, I was watching it. I watched that one where them dudes was playing that video game, and I still ain't got to that. I still haven't seen that episode. I don't know how I missed that one. I don't even know what seasons it's on. And they got a little bit too friendly in their little video game and shit.
But yeah, about it. They're already gonna put the AI in some of these games,
bro. It's already.
And once they do that, they're gonna become conscious. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be aware of their fucking.
They're gonna be trying to figure out how to get out, how to have a representation of themselves outside of the game. You know, outside
we the stupid ones trying to get in the game. Ain't that some shit?
That's crazy.
That is fucking hilarious. We trying to get in the fucking game because everybody got this VR shit, and
they trying to get out.
Get the fuck out. Yeah, they try.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's fire. You know what else is fire? This is fire. Shout out to Luxury Nightclub in Puerto Plata. That was random.
It's a little commercial brought to you by Luxury Puerto Plata.
Yeah, Luxury Puerto Plata, our new unofficial sponsor of the Mog TV show.
Unofficial sponsor after party spot. Jay's in the morning. If you're in the area, tell them Jay's in the morning sent you. Yeah.
You know,
show them the YouTube page. You might get $20. You know, on the house.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about it.
Sit in the VIP section, and they will, you know what I'm saying? They hook you up over there.
Definitely charge you. Definitely. Yo, we're gonna fucking see. Check this shit out. We're going sticking with the laws. We're gonna go to clip 12. Because that's kind of like what we're saying is like, yo, people gonna have to start paying for their choices that they're making in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much crime being taken, getting taken, just throwing them out the window and letting them out just because, certain aspects apply. But certain states, they're changing it.
You're not above the law.
Just moments ago, a 16-year-old broke down and cried in court after being denied bail for the murder of another teenager. Sean Simpson, 16, was charged under a new law that allows teens between the ages of 16 and 17 to be prosecuted as adults. He is accused of killing 16-year-old Equavius Dawkins. At the time, Dawkins was running errands for his mother on North Chester Street with a friend. At the time of the incident, he was shot 3 times in the back, and his friend was also injured in the attack. Police learned through the investigation that the victim had a long-standing feud with Simpson. Dawkins' grandmother said they had known each other at Ashbrook High School and that Simpson had threatened Dawkins with quitting the football team when Dawkins was a member of the team there. In court, Simpson broke down and cried when he learned that he had been denied bail and would be prosecuted as an adult. This is believed to be one of the first local cases under this new law. If a child is found guilty of a serious offense, do you think they should be prosecuted to adult standards? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.
I mean, yeah, you shot him 3 times. Hell yeah, you knew what the fuck he was doing.
What if he was just in tune to the rap videos? What if it was the music that made him put the mask on and
could have been
gun, and
your ass still
and
going
told
to jail.
him shoot the ops, take the ops out.
You still going to jail. Hey, they got plenty of songs about being in jail too, so hey, you can listen to that shit in there. Them same rap songs talk about jail and death, so yeah, all that.
Did you see him almost faint though? The judge hit the motherfucker. He said, "Nah." That's when you figure out.
Yeah.
And here's the fucked up part. They already saw him do that on TV, so he's food in the system. They're gonna get him.
Yeah. I wonder how
they're gonna get him.
Yeah, I wonder like how do they house them kids and shit like that? I can see them.
He'll be in juvie But once he turns 18, he's going right to he's going right to this shit. Yeah, he'll be in juvie though. Once they turn 18, they ship him right over.
Yeah, well, because in the past when they was doing that, like when you would after you turn 18, they retry it or they let you out or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, they'll just put him in juvie for a couple of months and then give him probation, drug testing. They got to go to school, shit like that. And as long as they stayed out of trouble before 18, depending on what the charge was, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were good. Sometimes 21, depending on the charge.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I send their ass like Lord of the Flies. Send them to an island where all the kids. I'm still pushing that. Yeah, send them to the island. Fuck it.
They're gonna be on some other shit. They're gonna be on some other shit when they get back. They're gonna be normal.
They ain't coming back though. Just the island.
Like just think about that. What you saying that for? Like, and all those motherfuckers who are locked up right now in El Salvador right now.
Yeah.
Like, what if they just took over that shit? I'll be thinking about that shit, bro. Like, that'll be crazy. Like, they got you just built that whole city for them.
Yeah. Where like a prison colony.
They can't even get in this shit because you didn't want them to get out. They got that shit locked down.
They had that shit like this. Look, they have like the remote island, and then like you get brought there by like a drone boat. You know what I'm saying? It just ships you there. You know, like once you leave wherever you get sentenced, puts you on a drone boat, and that shit just goes to the island. I would say the plane, but like no, they send you on the drone boat because the drone boat gets to like where it drops you off at. Then it submerges and returns. Because like if you took the like I sent them like a drone helicopter, like the inmates they could some type of way like grab grab that shit. So they send the boat because then it submerges and then it returns like underwater, so like nobody can stay on it, drown and shit. I just came up with that one on the fly. Put that in the little sci-fi shit. That's how you get there. Once you get sentenced, it just takes your ass straight to the
little submarine fucking joint on the side.
Yeah. Or yeah, that's what it does. Or like an underwater track. That shit just goes down there, pops up, boom, lets you off the platform.
Yeah, you heard about some shit in Antarctica? I don't know if it's true or not. They said that these fucking 3 guys that be canoeing and shit found out about a new I guess a new river or whatever that opened up because of the ice that melted or whatever. And then supposedly they got like films of these 2 big statues. Is that true?
I don't know. I ain't
or is that cat? So, yeah. I mean, they're not gonna put it all over the world. But you gotta find out about that shit. Like,
we don't want to
see that shit. Why you think they locked down the Grand Canyon? Ain't want nobody in that bitch neither. They was finding shit in there. You know that they was finding Egyptian shit in the Grand Canyon? How crazy is that?
I had heard something like that.
Yeah, dog. They locked that shit down, bro. They don't want no. Yeah, bro. They don't want nobody around the certain area. They certain everything open the way it used to be, bro.
I think you know what they probably found on some real shit, like a fucking Stargate.
Nigga, they found it in Egypt. They found that this whole shit is Egypt.
Or it's portals everywhere. There's definitely things like that, you know. Like I had another idea for a story that's what like these German scientists. I got it all now. Nowadays it's kind of crazy because with the AI be writing crazy stories, but so I ain't gonna say it out loud, but I got some good notes on this idea I had a while back. You know, it was like about basically that because you know, like the German government was already like they was ahead of the curve on a lot of shit. They had jet engine propulsion before anybody else. They had certain, you know, you look at their weapons was more sophisticated. They just lost to the United States and the mechanization, you know what I mean, of the whole, you know, they ran we could outproduce them at that time. So, you know what I mean, like how like the German the Panzer tanks and shit was superior to the United States kind of what kind of tanks do we have at the time? Before they had the M1 Abrams and all that shit. But like Germans was on ahead of that shit. The planes, tanks, guns, all that shit. They just. But I was.
Yeah, that's why we gave him fucking a free pass to come over here.
Yeah, but my storyline went about because like also you had the German scientists that had found the UFOs first. You know what I mean? And they was trying to revert in it, which was I did hear some of that stuff too, but I had an idea.
Yeah, he went out there to Antarctica. He went out there.
But that's what I'm saying.
Supposedly, that's where he escaped to. Supposedly, that's another theory people have.
I'll tell you what, man. I tried. I mean, I found this. I'll send you the link. This is YouTube page, and they use an AI voice thing. They got samples of like all the great speeches by like just the like what people that we would deem as terrorists or just the West, like Gaddafi, Hitler, Lenin, where they use the AI to get their voice and then they translate it to English and you get to hear their voice speaking that speech in English and you hear what they're talking about and you'd be like, whoa. And the one that kind of like got me was the Hitler one. I was like, damn. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't some monster, but when you listen to some of the rhetoric, you'd be like, damn, okay. He had some points, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily what he was, how he was going at certain segment of the population, but just about what was happening to their country and rebuilding for the future and shit. And it was talking about just like threats from the West. And I was like, it's just kind of eerie, similar to what's happening, how history repeats itself. And you're like, oh, interesting. So
same playbook, well, it worked.
Yeah. And then it had, it had all the people that the West considers as like evil. It had like Gaddafi, it had the Ayatollah Khomeini, had all their great speeches that are demonized by the West, saying like, but it's in English and in their voice, and you get to hear like from their point of view, and it's like, damn, it's interesting. This definitely adds contextual perspective to a lot of shit, especially based on what was going on there. But how they be talking about America, especially the one with Gaddafi was talking about like how evil American shit was, and I was like, damn, but he kind of right though. And then what happened? Took his ass out. And I was like, word.
Listen, they had enough of him when he went to the UN talking about let's kill the dollar. And
yeah, it was that one too. Yeah, he was talking about all that.
It was like, oh yeah, all right. Drag your ass to the street.
How much money they had. It was like, we don't need the West. Look how much resources we have on our own. He was breaking that shit down. I was like, yep. About a year or so after you gave that one, buddy, they got you up out of there. He was too much like real. Jerry Jones in the building. Salute Jerry Jones. Top of the morning to you, brother.
What up, Jerry Jones?
All right, let's see here. Let's move on to another clip here. Is this a trip? What do I got here? We've seen that one already.
Oh, let's go to the wrestling fans.
All right, let me load that up. And while we wait, never hurts to. It's always a good one. Because quiero de mar. I quiero más mar. Or as my son says, the piscina. He called everything water. To get in the water, the pool. We be at the beach. You want to go in the pool. I'm like, that is not the pool, buddy. It was funny too. We went side story. We went to a couple different beaches, and we was at Playa Alicia, and they got big waves growing in there. He wanted to go in there. He wanted to go in the waves. Like, I want to go in the piscina. I'm like, all right. So I held him up. I had him. Like, I wasn't gonna like that was waves. So I was carrying him in there. And one of them waves came and broke, man. I had to turn my back. No, I didn't take us out. No, I didn't go that deep. But it was still like a good wave. So the splash was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got salt in the face for sure. Like how it hit a like a little white cap. And he was like, whew. And he was like, nah, take me out of here. I was like,
he ain't having that shit, yeah.
No, because it got me too. Because I was like, damn. We both had the salty lips. Like, whoa, shit. Got him bound for the seawater. It's like, no. I want to go that way. But I was kind of happy that, you know what I'm saying, because like he needed to see a little bit of that. No, I ain't know nothing to play with, you know, because he's seen the little kids over there. But I want to go in the water. I want to go in the water. I'm like, hold on, I'll take you over there, but because he got a pool at their house, so he know how to swim and shit. But it's like, no, that's not the piscinas, buddy. That's something different. That shit will knock you back. All right, what clip you said?
Them drinks in Bahamas be taking motherfuckers out, bro. They're so crazy. They don't even let people in the water sometimes. Majority of the time, they got the flags out there. They don't let you out.
Yeah, my beach in Poblito, it was yellow basically the whole time I was there. I mean, they're still swimming and shit, but like I seen that beach. I'll be having my coffee in the morning at that spot, and you will see. One day I was there, I heard some people screaming and shit, but I'm like, thought I heard it. I'm like, no, okay, maybe some kids playing. Then I heard it again, like just like a scream, you know what I mean? I'm like, that ain't normal. So I sat up, and this time when I look, I see people running. So then I get up and I start, you know, like running towards the whatever. And then I see it was like a dad and his kids out there. And the dad got dragged in the water. He was all good. They were, you know, like he was coming out the water at that time, but then waves got his ass because his daughter was screaming, "Poppy, Poppy!" And you could tell like whoever had grabbed him, some dudes, like how he was like slumped over coughing, like he had, you know, he ate some seawater for sure. And I was like, yeah, man, that shit snatch you down.
No joke. Yeah,
it ain't no joke. So
that should be crazy, bro. But like this, it make you feel like you really not gonna come out that water, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I've never had that feeling in the ocean, but I've had that feeling in a wave pool.
Nah, I had that feeling in the ocean, man. That shit. And then you feel that other wave go.
I've had that feeling where like you barely get your head up
rolling to get in that bitch.
Yeah, hit with another wave, and it's like fuck.
Over. Now you just hoping you can stabilize yourself, swim the fuck out of there. The best thing to do is stay under the water. I learned that. Because if you stay up, the wave is gonna hit you.
Yeah,
so I stood under the water and went under and just stay under. That's how I got out of it, bro. Because I was gonna drown, bro.
Okay,
like I literally got hit. I rolled in the water, and I was able to see, like, you know, the land. So I just went and stood down and just kept like panic swim, like as fast as I could. You know what I'm saying to that, bro? And then I got closed my eyes after that because I couldn't keep them open anymore because the shit was burning my eyes. Like I kept swimming with my eyes closed until my fucking chest was scraping the sand.
That sand in the taco meat.
I'm gonna make it out of there, bro. I'm gonna make it out of there.
Till I had the sandy taco meat, and I got out of there.
Nah, I got no head to have a sandy chest pork, but but yeah, man, that shit was mad panicky, bro. Get panic like a motherfucker, and that's when you gotta always try to be calm, man.
That's how. Teaching my friend was at the resort because she don't know how to swim, and I was like, you know, just one about like I teach her how to float, and that's what I would do. I had her, you know, lay in the water like plank basically, and then I put my hand like in the middle of her back, right where you balance that, and was holding her above the water, and I slowly started moving my hand because she was calm and she could float. So even when I had like 2 fingers in the middle of her back, that's just enough support to keep her above. And I was like, long as you don't, you know what I'm saying? So when I moved my hand, she was floating. I said, you floating. But then she get kind of panic and moving around, you start sinking. I said, see, soon as you know, I'm like, you gotta be calm. Like I remember my grandma taught me that a long time ago. I was like, how are you just floating like that? You know, you might not have much of your, you know, you tilt your head back so you got your nose, just not much of your face above water, but people always panic when their eyes get under, and that's when you start crashing. Like I've seen that in all them survival videos. Like if you can just fucking keep your head up, certain position, and just breathe slowly, and but it's all about not the panic. But anyway, speaking of panic, and I got this one clip over here, freakouts. We got Karen's back at it again. Let me just hit play.
This is crazy. All right, let me talk this into. You know how sometimes you like go to places and you see like it's a tree and there's like a little name like such and such planted this tree or this person bought this tree type shit. You ever seen that? or they do
Yeah,
like statues or park benches and shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So in this case, this is a park bench that Karen felt entitled because of the sentiment.
Got you.
Bench I donated because
He
of
paid
my
for this
late
man.
sister passed away.
Okay, so my son just set it there, and he walked to the bathroom, and he'll be back soon, and we'll pick it up.
I'm asking, if it can
Okay, but now you're attacking me because it's just sitting there, and my son will bring
you
it.
to be respectful.
Okay, well, you're not being
Can you
respectful
come
to ask.
around?
Absolutely not. No.
No, she was.
Come and
No.
look at the
She
plaque.
asked if it was okay, and you
This
said no.
bench-
Yeah, because my
you were
son
bothering
just
her.
set it down, and he's
Yeah,
gonna
good.
come right back and pick it up. It's
and so-
really not that big of a deal.
I
Get rid
don't
of
want
it.
trash next to my sister's bench.
No,
And that's
cussing
it.
at me.
So this woman, her sister, so she paid for this bench because she had a very difficult life. Just stop talking for 1 minute so I can tell your children.
They don't need to know. I just said it.
This
What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I hope
Is
she was
she in the
drunk.
wrong? Is she in the wrong for protecting the bench, the public bench?
Yeah, in honor of her sister. Now, if somebody just put some trash on it, but
I didn't see no trash.
yeah, I didn't either.
It was a snack bag that was laying next to the bench, and she called it trash.
Yeah,
That's
that,
what it
I
was.
mean, yeah, but on top of that, like, lady, you tripping because the people are still right there. Obviously, you know what I mean. Like, so I would have waited till they walked away and said something if that was the issue. Like, how you just gonna leave trash here? But yeah, come on, like, come on, Karen, get out of here with that bullshit.
It's her late sister, bro.
Yeah, that's what had her motivated. Yeah,
It's her late sister, not her early sister. Her late sister's bench, bro. Well, you gotta say that. You just say my sister who passed away. Yeah, my late sister. Yeah, that's why she was like, I ain't going anywhere. And she even cursed at her. Like, I think in some of these places they consider that a verbal assault. Can they do like stand your ground on that?
Here you go. You want to keep somebody? Now, I've seen a video where you saying stand your ground as far as what?
Yeah, stand your ground. It doesn't matter. Stand your ground and stand your ground. The threat, if you feel it's a threat, it's a threat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you threaten me and I end up like
that's a verbal. That's what I'm saying. Is a verbal assault considered a threat?
Depending on what you say. To a police, hell yeah. You tell police I'll slap the shit out you, and they'll be like, yeah, I've seen people get arrested for that. They're like, oh, you just threatened a cop.
Exactly.
That's all I just want to remember. You know who famous Richard is? The little YouTube dude who'll be saying, I'm King David. I'm King David.
Yeah.
He was going viral in New York because he was telling the police, man, I'll take your pole. What up, shorty? I take your pole.
Yeah.
But I mean, they was arresting him, but like he never got like no felony arrest type where they took it because they knew.
Yeah, you haven't seen him neither. I think that was part of the fucking probation.
Yeah, they got him, but like because even the cop, I could tell like he should have been worried when they stopped reacting to his shit because they already knew like we finna get your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not even we ain't even gonna play into your little bullshit because we just had a meeting. All the precincts that got the fucking memo. And your ass is gonna get when we get you, you're done.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah.
The clock is ticking.
But shout out to him. He used to have me laughing.
Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of these public pranks, like shit. Speaking of public pranks, I didn't get a chance to send you that clip, but it's the clip of the kid who called Shador and pretended to be
yeah, what was up with that?
Yeah, some fucking idiot kid. His father worked for the Falcons.
Yeah, he got
the story is that the iPad was open in the house and the son went to visit and he saw the information, took the number down, and decided to make this phone call. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, somebody getting in trouble for that shit. Then speaking of that, what do you think about that?
What was said? What was said in
that
the phone?
that he was gonna get picked to the Saints or some shit like that. I think.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they was calling him like, man, you know, you ain't got picked yet.
Nah, some shit. But that's how stupid these motherfuckers are. This kid, he wasn't even a kid. He's 21. He's a fucking adult, and this stupid motherfucker don't know how technology works. You think you're gonna phone call somebody that everybody in the world is watching, and you're gonna get away with it?
Yeah.
Like, how stupid are you? Not only that, you make your father look like a fucking idiot, and he's part of a fucking NFL organization.
Yeah, your dad gonna catch some heat. Like, how you let your son?
So now they're gonna cut access to that shit come next draft of how many people can have the phone number, who has access to that information.
Or moving forward too. Here, what you gonna do? You know, so easy now.
Yeah, but
they give you a specific number just for that. You get a phone. You know what I mean? A temporary.
They shitted on him. They shitted on Shador. Shitted on him.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, man. I started to, I was thinking about some new different.
He with the Browns, like the fuck he doing with the Browns?
Yeah, but I'm saying, think about it. I mean, he went. Everybody's tripping. Well, he went 5th round. That's a disgrace. Is it though? Really? I mean, Tom Brady went 5th round. They was like, well, Shador got such a high skill set.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
but Tom Brady didn't have the same back end.
True.
Fucking,
but
his father wasn't nobody. You know what I mean? Like to that point.
But does going to 5th round change anything financially? In your first contract, right? It doesn't. Does it? Or I can't. I don't remember.
Yeah, it does because he's a QB3. He's not the starting QB. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it ain't okay. So yeah. So I know.
But his Nike contract and all that shit is gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I'm like, financially, it ain't hurting him. He was already rich before they came in. All that, even with all the show and so like, if I'm sure it's like, okay, I didn't go high as I was supposed to, and I'm putting quote unquote supposed to. That's just based on what people are looking for in their evaluation of me and what they need for their team. All right. Sometimes I wouldn't, as if I'm and I know I'm a skilled player, I wouldn't mind going. I mean, he ended up with Cleveland, but sometimes you don't go to that. Them high drafts usually go to teams that fucking suck. So it's like, I'd rather go later in the draft. I want to be on a better team or, be in a different situation. But his skills, that ain't going to change his skills. He's still going to come in and still ball out.
Yeah, but are they gonna screw him over and sit him down for a year? You understand what I'm saying?
That's up to any team that would have drafted him, right?
Nah, no, because he was looking to be the franchise, meaning the starting QB, not sitting down.
I know, but let's say he would have went 1, 2, or 3. So what teams had those picks that passed on him?
The Giants.
Oh, that's why you all up in arms.
I mean, I'm not all up in arms because of that. I'm just letting you know, because even when the Raiders passed up on him, that was crazy.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying.
But that's on all these teams, though.
Like
but
everybody got snubbed.
So
I think take into what you said in consideration. I say this. I say it was a play on the NFL side because let's be real, how many motherfuckers actually watch day 2 or 3 of the draft? Nobody. Not the numbers ain't the same, but they spending millions of dollars no matter what on these functions.
There you go.
So like I said, at the end of the day, going with what you said, his money's still gonna be whatever. So it wouldn't matter when he got picked. I mean, yeah, it's something to talk about, but he's still in the NFL and he's still gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Remember we say too, NFL is what, an entertainment thing. So this is
it's wrestling. It's wrestling.
Yeah,
it's wrestling.
So boom.
It's wrestling.
He goes second or third draft, which you said. Now they're watching the draft to see where he didn't go day 1. What the fuck? We gotta watch tomorrow. Day 2.
Not only that, they were betting. They were betting on that shit.
That too.
What day he was gonna go, what round, and all that shit after the fact because they open up the books.
Because we got to sell ads. So, okay, well, like you said, viewership. Who watches day 2 of the NFL draft? Okay, a couple people. Who watches day 3? Hardly nobody. And he went day 3? Right? So he went day 3.
Round 5. He went round 5.
5 of what, 7?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 5 or 7.
Okay, so now we can sell ad space because people are actually putting eyes on that just to see, even if it ain't many views, there's still some viewers. They watching ads. Okay, on top of that, no matter what team he goes to, we can create, buzz for every squad he goes to now. If he's good, he gonna play it. But if everybody snubbed him, like it's either a conspiracy against him because he's Deion's son, or they really ain't fuck with him. He ain't nice as they think he is.
No, but they was, because Shiloh was doing a live stream, and Shiloh was waiting to get drafted, and he literally said, he was like, nah. He said, see, our problem was we were using our dad as our agent, and as you can see what happened, so I'm gonna have to get me a real agent, and we're gonna see what happens. And after he signed the agent, he got signed to the Bucks. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, this is a message that they also want to put out to these up and coming college people, where it's like, you're not bigger than the program.
Yeah, I mean, and
you can't throw the ball to yourself. You can't block it. You know what I'm saying? Like, relax.
And
you're
it
not
could be
bigger than the program.
A little bit of the Bronny James effect too, and they're gonna be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, the difference is he could play, Bronny can't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, still, you coming in on the influence of your father to, you know what I'm saying, to come in. So they're like,
I think Bronny got it easy as shit. He got the red carpet laid in front of him. He had to deal with none of that shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying, when I watch Shiloh
because
play,
Bron played ball. He's a puppet. You understand what I'm saying?
But Shedeur, he's nice, but he wasn't. I mean, he ain't win no Heisman and no shit, right?
You saw how how old boy Kevin Gates showed up at the game. Huh? He's like, he talking that shit. Let's see what you say when I pop up. He popped up. He ain't had the same words he had for Stephen A.
Who?
LeBron. Because Kevin Gates and LeBron were going at it, and he called Kevin Gates a peasant. So Kevin Gates went courtside and showed up, jewelry out, like, what, bitch? And he had that same energy he had for Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? He did the Rella. We live. We live. That's what he did. He said, we live. But
we live though. We live.
We live. Don't you ever walk away from me.
Don't you ever.
Ever. I'm about to get that shirt made, bro. Don't you ever walk away from me.
BTP Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Cool. What up?
That shit is crazy, bro. Shit. In fact, let's set him up for the halftime where I finish rolling this up. My boy at.
Get my sea legs back. Let me see here. There he is. No,
that's you went on vacation. We're not gonna approve the next vacation, bro. Talk to HR about this shit.
Oh, man. What are
those? They're called my sandals.
They call my sandals.
Hey, shout out Huncho 3 times. Bitch, I'm riding with the gang. I be riding with them AKs. Side buzzing, boy, they hop out, bustin' rain. All my niggas pull up on this block and let it rain. All my niggas really want it bustin' in your brain. Yeah. Bitch, you know we thuggin'. Yeah. To have a boss like this, you gotta be from the fucking streets. Yeah. How you think I made a name in the fucking streets? My little brother here, L3, yeah.
L3, yeah.
I'll tell you what, going on vacation and not smoking.
Oh, you couldn't smoke over there?
I mean, I don't ever take nothing with me, and then if I don't find it, I don't. I rock out with the weed pen, but I don't really be having the urge. That's why I knew that island was for me. So I was like, I mean, I'll smoke, but I don't like, somebody you be at home like, man, I gotta roll some shit up. I don't even be feeling like that over there. I be like, only thing I ever want in the day is some coffee in the morning.
Busy. That's because you're busy. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is occupied.
Or it's not. Or it's not occupied. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Yeah, because like, bro, like, you see how it is. I get up, I had a coffee. That's the only thing I crave, and I cap other urges.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't crave coffee. I drink coffee just to like stay up. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like
when I just like when I wake up over there and I'm like, I want to go to the beach and just sit there and have a coffee. That coffee be so fucking good in the morning. Like, I don't know. So That's when I want to
Elroy.
do a live like there. That'd be perfect to get the Wi-Fi situated. 2 things I realized that I forgot. Ooh, that's a dope quote. Let me write that down. I realized what I forgot or that I forgot. I forgot.
How's that a quote?
I realized what I forgot. Like a flashback type shit. But you know what I'm saying?
And then under it put hashtag old age. That's how you sell that bitch right there.
But like for a segment, you can be like, I realized what I forgot. It's like a flashback, you know, it'd be like, I forgot about, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what we was talking about earlier. Yeah.
Like, I forgot about that. Or I realized I forgot about, you know, shag carpet. Or you remember when we used to put the fucking baseball cards or the cards in our spokes on our tires? You'd be like, yeah, now they make them shits for bikes, you know, all kind of shit like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn. Lost my train of thought. I gotta realize what I forgot again. But anyway, that's a good segment. I realized what I forgot. Oh, but anyway, but not wanting to smoke over there. I just be.
Yeah, that's what it was. You said you didn't have the urge to smoke.
You didn't have the urge.
Maybe you was busy, and then you said maybe no because I wasn't busy.
Yeah, and just. But yeah, that morning coffee, that be it. Oh, okay. What I realized that I forgot was, I bought a nice Wi-Fi hotspot. I mean, the one I've been using forever. But then I remember I bought one for my apartment that could like push the TVs. You know what I mean? To hold enough like bandwidth. And I don't know where the fuck that shit is at. Like I lost it. I don't know. But that would be enough to do a live every day from the beach. It could handle the computers. Because this one is like that I got it only like
had enough power for the spectacular IRLs.
Yeah, exactly. It had enough power sufficient. It had power sufficient to power the IRLs in high quality IRL.
Wi-Fi with 1.21 gigawatts.
It had significant bandwidth. It had significant bandwidth to provide high quality IRL.
Yeah,
and substantiate the difference in the flux capacitor. Yes, that's what I realized that I forgot.
What I laughed about is like, what's gonna happen when other people get that equipment or can make it look as good? Are they gonna be as useful or watched because of it now? If that was their only trick in the hat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't even know. Oh, yeah. It ain't nothing but I don't know. It ain't nothing special.
I'm just saying, right now it's special in the space because they're not seeing it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, remember this space is like the space forward. You understand what I mean? Like if they ain't never seen it or it ain't happen like that, it's on. It's new. You know what I mean? They like
no, that ain't shit. Hot. But you ain't using but your cell phone and DJI, and that backpack just got a bunch of batteries in it. That's it. Nothing else.
Don't sound like you hating, bro.
No, it's like, I got a version of that I walk around with.
I like hating, bro. Everybody been hating on him, man. You on the hating train? I'm intuition hating train, man. Come on.
Nah, see, that's you. That's all you.
No, not me. I say they're great producers, man. They know how to. They know how to. Produce a good live.
Hey, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for being great producers on the lives. You know what I'm saying?
I fucks with them.
Having they got great equipment. You know what I mean? Good stuff.
Hey, this is let's roll the next clip. Let's see here.
Let's see. Hold up. Actually, hold up. Conspiracy shit. The clip 11. You know the chick that basically accused Prince Albert and Epstein of the essaying and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say she's not doing too good.
She's not doing anything. Fuck too good.
Yeah, exactly. I want to spoil it for everybody that don't know.
She doing what he was doing.
Prince Albert is cool, huh?
After troubling Instagram posts. So they think they got her up out of there.
That shit's crazy, man. Yo, shout out to everybody in the building, everybody in the chat, everybody in the bushes, pause, you know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. Jay's in the morning. #1 morning show in the Polyverse. You know, we're here on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Started the week. You're at home, you're at work, taking off, and you're chilling. Just chilling here with us. Appreciate it, man. And we here. Let's see what it is. You know what? Let's oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I think we talked about this before, but it's been a minute since the show. Go to clip 1.
All right. Hold on, I'm gonna load this clip up too. This is a funny shit. It's funny clip. All right, clip 1 while that loads. A little flashback. I'm looking for a clip through my footage from my trip, but I'm finding other little clips that I realized that I forgot about. And this is when I at the resort, you know, you get the mini bar every day, you know, in your room.
Yeah.
But we didn't really drink out the mini bar just because we had such close proximity to any place we wanted to drink, you know what I'm saying? Like throughout the night. And by the time we got back to the room, you know, we're drinking all day. And if there's like, you still want to drink to like 7 in the morning, there's like a spot that serves beer all the time. But I don't even, so basically point being, don't drink in the room, but they'll come restock your shit every day. So I made sure that I would just wipe the before we went out for like, we come back, eat breakfast, come back, whatever, get ready to go to the pool. And we know that the cleaning lady come around, you know, like 12:31. So I would make sure that I emptied the bar every day before she came. So when I got back to my apartment, I had a whole stock fridge. Let me see. From just the from shout out to the resort. Cause I mean I paid for it, but this was my shit was looking like.
You got them like the lobster cheese biscuits.
Like blow, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. Yeah, that's what you gotta do, man. Shit. If I was you, I'll be calling them 3 times a day. There's a certain limit they gotta. I'll be like, listen, I finished. I need some more.
Yeah, no, they would just every day, you know what I mean? They say you can get a refill. But some resorts they'll do beer every day, but they would do liquor bottles every like other day. But we didn't, they just had the small liquor bottles, which I didn't drink out of that anyway. So we might have drank one just to like try and mix, because just take a Pepsi or whatever they had in there and just mix a shooter with a Pepsi.
I don't drink too much. I'd rather smoke. Like,
yeah.
I can't. And then I was drinking, and like that's why, like even in DR, like the Presidente is like the only time I'm drinking beer out there. And then I don't like it because they don't really get you like nice. You know what I mean? It's like drinking Coors Light and shit.
Damn it! Wrong clip. We said clip 1. Here we go.
We'll start collection next month on student loans that are in default. That's roughly, we're talking about 5.3 million borrowers that are in default. What do people need to know?
Okay, if you work for the federal government, then your wages could be garnished if you're in default. If you get a tax refund, that tax refund may be actually garnished by the federal government. And if you are getting a notice that says you are in default, there will be 30 days and the government could actually garnish your wages. To be clear, this is something that people who owe money need to pay attention to. Also, all of the people in default, we are now seeing reporting to credit agencies. We haven't seen that before. Wow. So we now know that credit scores are dropping for these borrowers by somewhere around 130 points.
Damn.
Listen, stay tuned for the housing market to crash real soon, because that's hitting everybody with 80 to like 250,000 a year, right there. Because they all got student fucking loans in default. They're not in default, but they definitely owe money.
Yeah, I'm glad I ain't got none of that. No debt.
So pay attention. If everybody want to buy a house and a fucking car, a lot of repos and fucking mortgages gonna go fucking sky high. Everybody, you know how the shit happened in 08? That's what's gonna happen, bro. I give it 3 years, bro. 3 years. I'm gonna be having two houses in a soup for the nigga that been bankrupt. They gonna be like, damn, what I'm gonna do with these Airbnbs? Yeah, I got you, bro. How much you pay for that? Nah, I'll give you this much. Pause. Nah, all right, then go ahead, man. Sell it. Keep trying to sell that shit. Keep trying to rent that shit. Think about that. That's gonna affect if people gotta bear down to pay these expenses that they're not used to budgeting, because they're already in default. So we're basically talking about the ones that are in default that they're going after first. They're gonna have to take a loan. They're gonna have to remortgage, refinance, and everything's going. You know, everything's a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I said. Stay tuned. 3 years, housing market bubble again. Pop. Get ready. Get ready. Well, you heard it first. Jay's in the morning.
Jay's in the morning.
Short the housing market. It's coming. Think about it. Anybody who got a student loan, what degrees they have, what jobs they have. You understand? How many houses they have, how many cars they have. Think about all these things that are being financed that they gonna be in a tighter squeeze that they're usually in. Because a lot of people are, 1 or 2, 3 checks away from being homeless. Leave that shit.
Man.
Everybody ain't got the plan. Everybody ain't got a minimum, at least even 1,000 saved up. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
you believe that. That's what I'm saying. So, with that domino effect, like I said, I see it happening. I see it happening.
Or a medical emergency away from, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you think about it, like how, for example, my job, we got good insurance. But you kind of like can be a slave to that too, because you almost like one medical emergency away from, if you didn't have insurance, you have like some serious, you know what I mean? You could be fucking done, like indebted to whatever. If you can, like if you have some rare, I just hear some these crazy stories about people that have like, rare diseases or just crazy situations where I'm like, damn, dog, like that whole little incident, whatever, this could have cost like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 just on some.
But here's the thing: they gotta treat you if you go to the ER, regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not saying where you wouldn't get treated, like, but you know what I mean, where you just hear about situations where just people got broke by.
They're gonna treat you, but you won't get treatment. You won't get treatment. Like it won't continue because you're not. Yeah.
I mean, the same type of shit that led to doing that wild shit with the medical, the medical insurance dude,
John
Q.
Q.
What I mean? Yeah, all that shit. Just dumb situations. You'd be like, damn. Like if they would have had insurance, that's just a difference of, I don't know. That's just.
Yeah, well, but it's just like again, they killing us slowly, but yet they want us to pay for medical insurance. Well, other countries have that shit for free. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Be a good citizen. Be a good proletariat. Go to work. You'll have insurance. You don't got to worry about it. Don't be on the internet complaining about it. All right. Well, I was thinking about that. Next clip is a throwback, a vacation flashback. That's what I was doing a couple days ago around this time.
You need to put like a picture of yourself, like if you do a little cutout of your face and stick it like next to the camera lens, so wherever it's flying, like it's kind of like a watermark. Everything but it's your face.
Put a sticker like say if you do that, if you load these on, like I send you that clip on WhatsApp, right? Boom. Now you got it. If you hit the video and hit edit, you can put a sticker or titles over top of it. You put a sticker that you make already, and that could be like the watermark. You understand? Here, I'll do a real quick one just for a quick example. I'm gonna send that same shit back to myself and load it back up with what you just said. All right, so I can even do it with this video too. Oh no, I can't. Let's see. Just send this shit to myself. This is in the morning show clips. All right. Do it like this. I hit that. Edit. Sticker. No, I ain't gonna put that sticker on there. I'll put the sticker on there. And then send it. All right. I think he was saying something like this. As an example. Like this.
Yeah.
I just made a sticker and put it on top of there.
Now you can make it look like you turn the round pose like you're flying, like like a Superman type shit.
Oh.
Like you know what I mean? So you get one like in the corner where he's like flying, and then another one just like
okay, yeah, like with the fist out, and then just have it like that, and just always do like the background.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here, Jason Water, man. Jason Salter, man. We give y'all the ideas. A lot of ideas out there floating around came from the think tank over here. Just so you know, we got receipts.
We do have receipts.
Got fucking receipts. And man, well, yeah, how out this bitch, man. Got an AC on this motherfucker.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. When the beaches open up, it's right around the corner, man. Right around the corner. That's gonna be nice. I'm gonna have to do like King Sims. I'm gonna have to take a secret trip and dip off too and just show up. Like, yo, we doing the morning show? Nah. I'm out here. I'm in DR.
Yeah.
I'm in DR. Gotta do a trip. Had to do a quick vacay. I need a trip, bro. I need to get the fuck out of here, bro. I need to get away. I don't know if I can wait till October, bro. I don't want to waste a day though, you know?
Yeah.
They're already cutting me short. That's what I'm saying. Like it definitely be like I think I won't be there on Halloween, but I'll be there before that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll probably be leaving the week of. But fuck it, at least I was there. That's what I'm trying to do. Definitely. Get those days. Let's see where we at.
Let's see.
Okay, we did the Epstein shit was crazy. Okay, Russia's back at it. Where you at?
Right. You know, they be.
Are you flying the drone? Or the drone?
Nah, this is just filming. No, that's the one with the drone. But I seen the monkey. They had the monkey doing all kind of shit. Cause I'll be sitting over there to the right, you know what I mean? That's where I have my coffee at. So this guy walk around, me dudes with the parrots, iguanas, monkeys, you know, take pictures with the tourists and shit. And so I only record when I see him within my vicinity. But sometimes even the dude that's got the parrots or whatever, you know, they be wanting to get paid for all their pictures. But I'm like, man, I've been watching y'all do this shit for like 3 years. Like, you ain't finna get no money out of me. I record if y'all there. If y'all want the video, you can get it. I give it to you. But he didn't say shit. But one of the dudes, I don't know, that was with it, like, because everybody comes from the cruise ship and then they be on the beach for like 2 or 3 hours. That's like the stop. You know, and you can pick your duty. So you pick your daily activity from like Carnival. I think they come in on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Carnival, and it's another one that comes in, and this is one of their stops for an day excursion. So they arrive like around 10 and they leave at like 2 or 1 or some shit like that, depending on what cruise line they're with. So I'll be sitting having my coffee and I just watch just you'll see just a whole bus full of people just pull up and be posting. So I always talk to people because I want to know where they're from, because they wouldn't have found this little beach. Like, only people that be really knowing about this beach be from the cruise ships or these Canadian people that be coming there. So I always try conversation up. But
that's how that shit is in the Bahamas. They got the cruise ships coming off. They go to Atlantis for a little bit.
Yeah, so I always have some. Yeah, I did that same shit. So I got to kick it with, you know, I met a lot of cool people. Like I be forgetting, you know, realize that I forgot about this dude Dave and his wife. They was from Minnesota and they be on their boat half the time. You know, all these little stories and shit. They be like, "Oh, you live here?" Or you know, I hear some English. Or one time when people came, because I'm on that little cabana, I'd be just by myself, and they'd be like, "Oh," and it's like shade kind of the table next to it. Like, "You mind if we sit here?" I'm like, "Y'all can sit on the other side of the cabana. I'm just chilling," you know. So I'm like, "Where y'all from?" And sometimes people be thinking I'm Dominican or whatever and shit. And they're like, "Oh, you know, where you from?" Or they think where do you hear from? What boat you here from? I'm like, "I stay here." Like, "Oh shit." So it's always cool.
That shit.
I have a lot of it recorded. Of just different over the time if they did or something. Yeah, or just a conversation. I can play like B-roll over the top of it. But anyway, when I recorded this, I missed the best parts because the monkey, I didn't know the monkey know how to take the sunglasses off, put them on his head, take hats off and shit. I was like, "Oh shit." But I didn't get that. But then the dude, after I got done, I heard him say, is that part of the package? Like my video and shit. And I was going to go like, I didn't have no business cards on me because I could have WhatsApped it to him like right then. You know what I'm saying? Like, "No, I can give it to you though." But they was recorded. So I ain't going to do it. But I'm like, "Oh, he was trying to get smart." And I was like, "No, I just live here." And that's what I told him. He was like, "Oh, okay."
How much they be charging them for them pictures? Like $20?
I don't know. Like, they'll probably take whatever you give them. They ain't doing shit. But I think they be wanting like probably that $5-10. No, I just live here. Is that part of the package? Yeah, that dude in the middle said that shit. Is that part of the package? Like, nah, I just live here. No, I just live here.
Yo, my nigga, take that shit and fucking trademark it, bro, and make this shirt. "Nah, I just live here." And put it in Spanish. "No, you're not my igual here." And DR that shit, like, and just like DR pride that shit. That shit is sell, bro. That should have sucked.
I got some Pablito shirts too.
I need 30% for that, dog. I might take 45%, but since I know you, I still keep 30. Don't worry about it.
Nah. AI that up out of here.
Okay. Business manager, bro.
Let me see here. What we got for the next clip here?
You need somebody to look after your affairs while you out there creating. You know what I'm saying? Who you want, Carter 4?
What's going on in the States? So yeah, I have been gone, man. I didn't catch live shit like last night, and I was coming back in the airport, United States, where I was like, I did tune in to live. I mean, I went on Smoke Live when I was at Flips for a quick sec or whatever, but I've been tuned out. So I know that both Relo and Future both returned home, right? Everything's back to old school programming. Like they already do the trip reviews. I didn't even go down the rabbit hole of.
I guess they're back to normal.
Okay.
Only thing we're missing is a fundraiser.
All right. So nobody has announced the next trips between either.
I mean, you know, I think Relo wants to go to Kenya, and he wants to go to Thailand. Online Nation wants to go to Thailand.
Okay.
But they don't know. He's trying to do a trip a month. I think that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the perks though of being working where he worked.
Yeah, I would say you can be. Yeah, you definitely can make it happen.
So I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. Like you can take off every month. Yeah. Like that's what's up.
That's like even I talked to him about that, you know, off camera. I said, man, because my sister works with Spirit, and she been there for like 10, 11 years. And she got, you know, she's like can pick all her own routes, you know, and sometimes if like she got other little hustles and shit, so she'll just stay on the schedule enough to keep benefits. And then when she does pick her routes, she can pick them on places she wants to go because you're going to get 72 hours here, 48 hours there, you know, so she can get the little trips off. And then so it ain't costing her shit. So
that's what's up.
So, you know, I know like that, and you know, same thing with Future. He's been doing it for a minute, so he know how to work the system. So he could easily pull a trip a month. And he always flying standby, so that's like dirt cheap, if not free, depending on where you're going and what airline you flying on. Because like if you flying like that, you just got to pay like the tax, like buddy pass style shit. So your tickets is cheap. So I could see him being able to do that. That's why there's some
hasn't been done in a space. Hasn't been done in a space. As someone travels somewhere every month in a different location, or even just the same location, has been done in a space every month.
Yeah, I don't know.
And documented.
I mean, yeah, maybe like your aces and your checks and shit back. You know, if you look in the entire space, but maybe not in the immediate space for sure.
We're talking about the bubble. We're in the bubble.
Okay, in the bubble, no, not in the bubble. In the space per se, yes, but in the bubble, no.
So the thing about the space is, we're in the firmament. We don't know nothing about that. All right. We don't know nothing about the aliens that's out there. You know what I'm saying? We here. We built the firmament.
I guess not anyone that's in the current space. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? They escaped it. If you think about it, it's just so crazy that the shit that happens here is heard in that space. It reverberates throughout the space.
Shockwaves.
Send shockwaves through the
sonic booms out there. You know what I'm saying? Stars collapsing out there. You know? It was some entertaining stuff. Relo's phone got snatched. You know? Yeah, I did see that. I saw that. The attempt and the beatdown. The what. I mean, hey. That's the first. Let's give it. But check this out though. Let's give the perspective. He said the guy wasn't trying to steal his phone. He was just trying to tell him to not record. Man. So the guy wasn't expecting to get punched in the fucking face or fucking assaulted. You know what I'm saying? So he violated. But you grabbed my property, so I gotta whoop your ass. So you did the exact same thing. Exactly. That's what I say. I condone it. You touched my fucking property. But at first the narrative was, he tried to steal my phone. Everybody thought, because they hear the stories, hey, he's trying to steal my phone. They was like, oh, that shit's crazy. It looked exactly like that. Yeah. But then you hear the backstory, and that wasn't it. He was telling him to stop recording and grabbed this shit. Pause. It may have been a combo. Yeah, I was wondering, like, if he would have been successful in snatching it, would he have kept it, or would he just like throw his shit down? If he would have snatched it and tried to run, he wouldn't have been able to catch him. Yeah, but also here's the part of the context too, that it was on a gimbal. Mm-hmm.
So just think of how that looked from their perspective. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it really appeals to like stop.
And you breaking it, fucking shit is expensive. Fuck
yeah,
that.
they was on some like, fuck that. It wasn't like you was just with your cell phone. So I can already see like because like when you like, I watch a lot of just vlog and travel vlogs, and it looks cool. Especially I got a couple channels that do have some real in depth, like documentary vlog style shits where like. I watch the hell out of them. They're a couple hours long, and everyone he does, I watch. And I like the style, how it looks. Pabs look good as well, but people don't realize to produce that shit, you got to walk around with your arms sticking halfway out in front of you with your fucking GoPro, talking to yourself in the camera. That's very awkward feeling. It looks great on camera when it's done well, but even when you see somebody walking around like that, they look kind of like they definitely stick the fuck out. So you got Rello walking through Medellin with the gimbal, you know what I'm saying, recording shit. So that's drawing all the attention, like who the fuck? So I can see him like, bro, get that shit out of here, and then not expect to get beat down. Like, I don't know, but yeah. However, the interaction was that viral moment. Like he checked that box on his.
Listen, that's why I tune in for. That's why I tune in for right there.
He delivered.
Worth every penny I didn't ever sent.
I was saying, I know that's what you signed up, but that's what he gave y'all. Like,
listen, jackpot.
That's what I'm saying. So now, if he had a team of the editors and creating over there, they would already have that shit already packaged up. You know what I mean? Sitting on the shelf, ready to like, you want the, because that shit was. Hey, this magic moment, you know what I mean? He had it. That was probably like the.
Listen, he was doing Popeyes out there, gave him a 2-piece and a biscuit.
Yeah, like, DJ Skills. Hey, I did think about the remix DJ Skills when he was like, "Did anybody?" Hey, allegedly, I pay for a subscription. That's you know what I'm saying, allegedly I got a GPT subscription now, you know what I'm saying, and allegedly, you know what I'm saying, it could be anybody touch me in this up cartoon on the way. And that too, he got the raging moments through the street. I call it the Pab effect, because I remember when Pab was in the suit, he was like, "Shorty, you bugging, Shorty, you don't touch my motherfucking phone." His brother had a couple of them. Remember, he did the same shit in Bangkok.
That was called the defense mechanism. Let me keep acting like I'm crazy just in case these motherfuckers try to beat the shit out of me.
That's what that is. As seen in nature. Hey, as seen in nature. That's the squid. That's the squid. Fucking. That's the squid shooting the ink in the water type shit. Anybody touch me in this up? That's the fucking blowfish poking out the prickly.
You see that? That could be you.
but he but yeah, that was I really wish somebody would have been recording the whole shit though. That was fucking because it sounded good. He was reacting quick though. Feels like, hey yo, he turned. He was like, pop. Beat his ass. I was like, oh, yeah.
And that dude wasn't even doing. He didn't beat his ass. He just stood there, shook. I heard.
Yeah. But that was like when I watched it, I was like, oh shit, okay, all right. You reacted quick. Y'all was on game. Like it could have been worse. It could have been a lot.
Stories of Rella would be talked about in the town for at least a couple of weeks because of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So like,
they're like the guy from Gary, Indiana, where Michael Jackson came over here to hit this guy. Be careful with these tourists; they might hit you. Yeah, we might start a new trend.
He must be tweaking. Oh man, yeah. There you go, Skills. That's your assignment. You got to do the mashup audio version to both. You know what I'm saying? Get up. Don't touch my phone though. What's up? So you got the Rello running through Thailand. Remember, he was just like, "Oh, anybody touch me?" And then and he had the same shit in Betty with the Pab in the middle. Pause.
Glad you caught yourself.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Give you a little time. You know what I'm saying? You know already. So that's good. That's good. It's good. I did what I had to do. My job here is done. We got a player, folks. We got a player.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Listen, shit, yeah, Pop's out there, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. You know what I mean? Got the lives going on, a couple of videos. You know, he had a good trip out there too. Future, you know, he had a good trip. He was out there looking like the president, moving around with security.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What was up? Yeah. What was up with that? I heard he had a security. Was it nobody we knew, or who put him up on? Like, who arranged that?
Put him on security, man. He was Air Force One.
But who set him up, or who had the connection, or whatever?
The homie Elvis, he got peoples out there, so he was able to connect with them, and he flew them out and shit. Hold on, I gotta disconnect. I gotta come back. Hold
on. All right. Because yeah, and Medellin moving around, you know, especially that was a good move for him. I don't know how like the security rolls, but having somebody from there or they know at least to look out, because I mean in Medellin, this shit is Colombian. When they get whoever they're trying to get, they get everybody. They ain't thinking about, you know what I'm saying? But definitely having a local or somebody with you, I highly subscribe that all the time if you pay them or not, because they gonna keep you on point, tell you where not to go, that type of shit. So I'm not opposed to having a guide.
Yeah, no. So he was getting slack for that. You know, like, oh, why he's out there with a bodyguard and why he got a driver, but yet alone that shit was making him look pimp to the bit. You understand what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. Like,
he ain't had the gear to flex. He definitely had the security and the chauffeur.
Yeah, so even with that though, like, 'cause I mean, that's not going to be much of a cost if you think about it, you know, overall. Like,
yeah, it is with food and board and all that shit. Yeah, it is.
Depends on like, which I'm saying, like, to pay somebody to be this, like, to pull up. Like, I want the driver that's going to be.
It's not two guys doing one thing. It's two guys. They got a chauffeur and a security guard.
But did they like what were the numbers on that though? Like, what did that cost?
Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not allowed to release that information. You got to go through
how much, like, how security was.
You got to do the consultation.
But I'm saying, like, how, like, what level, like, security, like, because when I first went to DR, like, I had my man Fabio, like, pick me up from the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like, that first trip, he was the tutorial mission, the little pop-up guy, you know. But Fabio had all the shit, like, we could, you know, it was like him and my dad was cool for years. So, you know, you just know him forever, know his family, shit like that. But Fabio
wasn't like ATV guy. He wasn't like ATV guy.
No. But Fabio was but Fabio was the taxi, because that's what he did anyway. He was the Tigre taxi man, like, you know what I mean? Fabio, he was security, but not via like he finna like carry no gun, but he gonna be like, Papa, we gotta go this way. We can't, you know what I'm saying? He kept you out of danger. So he was like the guide, you know what I mean? The whatever versus like when y'all say security, like, was this security like big ass security dude that's got the fucking gun on him and shit, like walking around like, get away from him?
I didn't know if he had the gun on him or not. That wasn't information that was privy out there.
Because you know who Danger is, right?
Yeah,
so I'm saying, like, even Danger, like if I wanted to hire somebody to watch my back and show me the, you know what I mean, like that, like, I think of Danger. I think of him more as guide, more so than security, even though he does provide security via his savvy, his, you know what I'm saying, his respect in the neighborhood, like that. Exactly. So I'm wondering, did Future get somebody like that, Danger, or if you got even Goldie? You know
he got some guy that Elvis knew from CTG that knows Medellin too, and they flew him out there, and then they got the driver from over there.
Okay.
But everybody's telling him to go to CTG now because the guy, like, he knows more. Like, CTG is more his crib rather than anything. It's like if you want me to take you around Brooklyn, I can't take you around Brooklyn, but I can take you all around Manhattan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that type of shit. Like, I can take you to certain spots in Brooklyn, but I can't take you to every spot because I don't really know.
I guess my point is I ask all these questions because I know how much that kind of costs, those services cost, you know what I'm saying? And I say that's not too crazy in the budget where I've even considered it myself, even in Colombia. Like, oh, I fucking holler at Danger. Well, I know Danger personally, but you know what I'm saying? I'll still be like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We want to, we want to utilize your services. Especially we out here recording and shit. We want you out here with us. You know what I mean?
What you talking, like 100 a day?
Yeah, probably, or even but it depending on what it was, that'd be worth it. Even if it was 200 a day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's divvied up in the people you're with. It's not 200 per person.
Exactly, that too. So I'm saying in a trip like Futures or whatever, we got this shit where it's gonna be highly, like we he's high, like that is not, especially when you got a crowd crowdsourced funded budget. You know what I'm saying? That's not outrageous. Like, boom, we got that's in the budget. So I mean, I could see that. That's why I was wondering, like, how much security was he walking around with?
Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how the laws are out there. And I didn't know if he had a little gun on him or anything. I don't know. Yeah. I gotta ask her. That's a good question.
He moving like that?
Because everybody kept calling him security. I thought he was, like what you said, I thought he was a guy that he knew the area. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it was like, oh, he's out there with security, and he's out there with and it was like, think about the people who go head out to DR for the first time. They do that too.
All the
they
time.
hire someone till they figure out that shit is like a whole 3-block radius. They're like, what the fuck?
and depending on what they're going to do, I seen some old school dudes. I was sitting in Roombas, and there was some cats. They had a driver that was all like that. I'm sitting there watching the game, and then all of a sudden I seen the dude. I'm just listening and shit because they were standing right behind me talking. And I was like, okay, I'm out here. They driver. I'm like, these niggas got an old guide here in Sasua and shit. But I could tell it's their first time. You know what I'm saying? How dude was like, all right, we finna go over here. I'm like, bro, don't y'all know? Y'all got your training wheels on. And y'all
I don't know if you missed it or not, but there was a new character unlocked in the space. Goes by the name of Passport Ben Vlogs.
Oh, no. I seen
him.
Yeah, I seen.
Man.
Oh man.
Man.
Yeah, I was on the panel with him last night.
Dying, bro. Like I remember, I was like, the girl kept bothering him, right? So I was like, because he's just like, come on, get away from me, man. Come on, girl. Like, and I'm like, listen, tell her no gracias. No gracias, okay? No gracias, she knows to stay away. No gracias, baby. No gracias, nigga.
I seen him. He was on Razor shit like a while back.
Yeah. He made the other day, bro. He got the interview. He made it. Showtime, bro. Made it to the screen. Once you make it to Razor, that's it. Everybody's waiting for the trip, and the next trip is the Sioux.
Yeah,
he's gonna do the antics in the Sioux. Everybody can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's what he was on the panel last night. We was talking about that. I said, yeah, well, ain't no recording like that in the Sioux, bro. It's gonna be a problem. I'm just telling you now. Unless you paying for it.
Him, he gonna take care of that.
I got some interview. I got some good footage from this too. But I'm I'm actually downloading that right now. I'm trying to upload all my clips. Trying to be real organized, taking notes, and I'm gonna do a trip review.
Review.
Yeah,
you gotta do the resort review. That's what you gotta do. Put the name of the resort, and then put review, and then that's it. Boom, and then that shit'll take off, and you give them free promo to the resort.
All right.
Go back, fuck around, depending how many hits you get. You can go back and talk to them. But listen, I put out.
I already did all that before I even left.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. I earned my 30%. See what happened?
You did.
I thought about it already. Shit was I telepathically told you, and you didn't even know. You know I had those powers, bro.
I already got email correspondence that predates.
It's good. That's good. Because you know, here Jay's consultant, we take care of business. I ain't had to tell you; you already knew. You know what I'm saying? That I'm still entitled to 15%, so I ain't worry about that. You know?
All right.
360 deal.
Got it.
Listen. I got shit brewing too, bro. I thought you wanted a piece of the company. You understand what I'm saying? I thought you wanted a piece of the company. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Got shit brewing too. I thought we was partners. I thought this was Jay's in the morning. so you saying it's just Jay's in the morning, not Jay's in the afternoon? That's what you saying? Yeah, is that what you saying?
Good old beautiful drone footage. Let's see here. All right, let's see here, folks. That's how we gonna go out here. Eject. So both them back. Ain't nobody traveling right now.
They're about to go to Medi. I mean, not Medi, CTG.
Yeah, I'm going there. I'm a part of that.
There you go.
So that'll be part of that for sure.
Extravaganza of the countdown.
I know, it's like, actually, them cats been going crazy about that and all the planning. And it's like, since I was in DR, like I haven't, I don't really get excited until I buy my ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But because I already, like, when I packed this bag, like last time, or the day before yesterday, I was already packing it with the mind of CTG. You know what I'm saying? Like what I was gonna take. That's kind of how I leave I have a vacation bag that stays 70% packed at all times because it'd be the same. Well, I make sure my shit is clean. You know what I mean? When I fry before I leave, whatever, then I just like leave with a clean bag. And when I get home, I'm like, well, I usually had the same, sets of outfits and shit because it's it's cold here still, so it's like I leave all them shorts and tank tops and all that shit right in that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm gonna wear at the next vacation.
That's it. Pre-pack.
Yeah. Word DJ Skills is on. Yeah, facts. I think when I first seen it was Ben Vlog. I'm like, okay, this dude is trolling. Like, what's going on? Yeah, I got shout out to him, but we're gonna see. Because I think it's gonna be he gonna learn.
It's gonna be exciting to watch.
Yeah,
definitely. Pause.
Definitely character.
He's a genuine character too. So that's the thing about the characters in the space. You like it when they're genuine. When this is who they are, hate it or love it. You know what I'm saying? The underdog's on top. You know what I'm saying? Hate it or love it. The underdogs are on top. Rello, fucking NYC. And soon to become Ben
2025 is giving us some fucking.
We don't know. We see what happens here because there's two getting unlocked and you're about to get Rello run for money.
It's the expansion pack or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, did y'all get the new whatever the Travel Space update? Like, no, bro, it's got Ben Vlogs on that motherfucker.
Ben fucking Vlogs, a new updated character.
It's got the Rello, the new Rello.
From MIA from Miami.
Yeah,
you know what
Miami
I'm
player.
Yeah, listen. The Sue is gonna be a classic one. We just see how many days we're gonna do an over under how many days before he's shall we say escorted off the premises.
Exactly.
We hope he can accomplish the mission. Because if he can, he will go down in the books as legendary. He will get a pop award. That's what we're gonna. Who else has done that? Who else has that? Floyd did that too, right? Floyd, don't touch my camera. Did he say that?
Oh yeah. They super rushed him though. That shit was funny.
Yeah. But he had like the whole setup on him and everything though.
Yeah, he had. I think he had the shit around his neck, like the little. The GoPro little neck mount bullshit. Like what the fuck? Dumbass.
Yeah, we gotta call it the pop. Like that's what we gotta call it. Like that. That'd be perfect. The pop award. Like who gets the pop award in the Sue every year? Like if there's a YouTuber or a story you hear about, you can get the footage. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that they get the pop award. Unless you can think of somebody else who's marketed that in the space, because that skyrocketed him in the space. That moment, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That live skyrocketed him in the space.
Yeah.
Even though he was already traveling, the man's been traveling for a while. He's been, out there doing the videos for a minute. So he definitely got the footage and the content. You guys want to check it out. He's in Thailand right now. But yeah, that CTG trip is gonna be classic. See, a lot of YouTubers going out there. A lot of YouTubers going out there. A lot of tubers. Lot of consolidation.
See how much collaboration. I don't see a drone video.
They're gonna be renting out the drone from Log.
Yeah, if y'all want some footage.
Listen,
I wonder if it's
rent it out. Listen, $100 an hour, man. Easy.
Services on deck.
$100 an hour. Just send me $30 and send him $70. We'll talk about it.
Oh man. Speaking of when I was in the DR, also I fucked around, and when I was cleaning my apartment, I had a little when you go to Thailand, like, and you switch your SIM card, they give you, a little plastic setup with all your SIM card, all your shit in. Like, they'll just put your old SIM card in that same shit or whatever, keep it in the same package. So I still had that little packaging, and while I was straightening up, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about, this is the Thailand shit. So I was just organizing it, and I was like, damn, I had 2 more SIM cards in the plastic. I'm like, what is this? So I looked in there and I opened it up, and I'm like, dude, I had 2 128 gigabyte SIM cards from Thailand. I'm like, this is my footage I was missing, like from my 360 cam. Yeah, I had tucked it in there because, like, I was on the move. You know what I mean? I put it in the plastic so I wouldn't throw it away, and put it back in my bag. And I just, like, from unpacking and whatever, just got lost in the shuffle. And I'm like, I think it's
about it.
Yeah, my missing footage, like 2 SD cards worth of, like, good 360 footage through Thailand, like in the traffic, like real cool shots and shit, Yeah. I hope that's what it was. So I was like, kind of like a discovery. But I don't know how. Yeah, but this is just flying over at La Romana every day at the it was like the main pool. I stayed in the adult side. At the yeah, like they have a it's Bahia
family resort.
Yeah, Bahia Principe. So then they have an adults only resort, like part of it too. That's like they call it Bougainville. It's all in the same property. So like right now I'm flying. Oh damn. Well, I was flying over the top of the adult shit. So like you see how the buildings are like red or whatever. Like everything on this side was all adults only. They had 2 big pools, buffet, private, and having the black wristband from this side, you can go eat on the other side and visit the whole property. But anybody with the blue wristbands can only, be on the other side and shit. But there's no kids. There's no kids over here. That was the beauty of it. So
the hedonism side.
No, but it wasn't nothing wild going on. I guess it was just like adults only, which made a big difference though, because like you go to the other side, there's just kids everywhere. No problem with that but I paid the same price. Like in the beginning, I had a regular side because I didn't know about the adults only benefits, and I had a beachfront regular side, and I was like, that was gonna be lit. So you're right by the beach, and it's really right there. You share the same beach. You just can't go to the you can't eat at the buffets over here on the other side, and like I guess you can't be on the pool but you can do the reverse. Like we could visit the whole property, and they have different towels. So the first day when we went swimming where on the kids side, because they have a bigger pool, and we was going to try the bigger pool, and so we end up with blue towels. And when we got to our side, like, when security seen us with blue towels and even fucking ran me down and shit, like thinking he was finna boot me up off that side, but he seen I had the black wristband, so he was all confused. I'm like, yeah. We went over there. We went swimming on the other side. So like right, you see over the top, that's the main pool where they got the swim up bar, and they have the activity. So everybody right now is like doing some little exercise or whatever in the pool, and they have little entertainment out there. And then as you see, it zooms over the top. It has the other pool, which is like I would say the chill pool. Well, they got little music playing, but that's just where it's like right next to the buffet, the breakfast buffet, and the restaurants over here to the left. So that was just a chill pool, whatever you want to sit. But they still had a bar up there you could swim up to as well. But they didn't have it wasn't no activities at this pool. So everybody over here reading books, drinking and shit.
What was that at night?
I think it was like 216 or something. I gotta look. Cause I got it, on the.
That's all inclusive though.
All inclusive, yeah. The food was great
for two people.
Oh yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it for sure.
Yes. Okay. No, definitely worth it.
So I haven't like my rating system for the. Cause I'm gonna do a video on it. Cause I got like 3 resorts I could have been to in the past like 7 months, I think. So I can break it to 4 categories. You got.
You can compare
the food, the room,
entertainment,
the
pool,
and then the grounds. Okay, and then in that food you have the buffets, the reservation restaurants. Okay, then in the room you have the room, obviously. And then like we'll have, but aside like a sub score, and aside from the room, like you have, just like the cleanliness of the room itself, like the bed, how big it is and shit like that. Because when I checked in, like when you book them, they book you the same price. They say a double bed because the double bedroom and the king size bedroom are the same rooms. It's just how they put the beds in there, right? So when you book, they show you that one and it says you're gonna have one or the other and shit. But I'd be like, I wanted a king size bed. I didn't want to have 2 beds because last time I stayed at the resort when I was there for Super Bowl in Punta Cana, same thing. I wanted the picture showed the king size bed, but I ended up being in a room with 2 double beds, which we made work. It wasn't no big deal because we just, one bed was for one thing, one bed was for another type shit. But I did, that was I would have given them, they would have took a hit in that score column because I didn't get what I really wanted. I got the double bed, but this one, and then I say room, I put mini bar, and then like cause this one had a jacuzzi. So, all right, entertainment. You had your main crew, because every resort so far, like they always have a show every night and then they rotate shows, so if you stay there for a week, you probably want the same show twice, which is pretty good, you know what I'm saying? And that's good. And then because they kind of keep, if you follow the flow of I mean, I guess if you just get up every day and follow the flow of the resort, you get up, and if you go to breakfast, because breakfast usually start at 8 until 10 at your typical spot at the different buffets they got. So if you get up in time for breakfast, be able to hit that up. And then at noon, they usually start the poolside activity. If you want to get outside and do some shit, whether be playing music and start serving drinks at the poolside bar, maybe even at 10 or 11. Then that shit usually rocks until about 3 or 4. They might have like some, where they might be singing and dancing by the pool, doing some shit where they entertaining people or having some type of contest. Like they did that shit every day at this resort. Like they had a swimming contest where like whoever could like dive in and swim farthest underwater got like a fucking bottle of Moet or some shit they gave them. But it was cool. Like it was interactive, and some of the resorts, the same team that performs on the big stage at night, they be performing all day. They be sometimes poolside, and you don't realize it till like a day or so in, because they'll do a meet the crew of of the resort type shit. The same thing in Jamaica I saw. So I was like, okay, every resort kind of does that. Then they have the big show at night, and then they have like the different bars. Like this one had 2 different lobby bars that had live entertainment. So we was even over, flooded with live entertainment. So we had to make the decision like, okay, well, shit, they got somebody singing at the main lobby bar and at the adults only lobby bar. But then they rotated those singers too, which I didn't realize until we was there like the 3rd day. I was like, okay, so if you did miss them over here, you can sing, they'll sing the next night at the other spot. So I got a lot of good footage of that. But that's another thing where we felt like you just doing that life, you know what I'm saying? Get up, you want to hear some live music, they had it. You want to see a cool show, they had it,
That's what's up. At least you was in DR, but speaking of entertainment, go to clip 6. Imagine you enjoying yourself amongst your surroundings and cultural friends, but you just happen to be in Colorado, instead of being on a resort. Just be happy you was in DR. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Can't wait for the review. Stay tuned for the review. Prices, locations, exclusive drone footage.
Yeah, they really weren't tripping on the drone footage either. Like I flew one time, I was kind of close to some people and shit, but I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna get the shots. And the security dude came. I thought he was gonna say no drones. But he was like, nah, just if it's not that many people out, we don't mind. But I was like, oh, no problem. I already got my shot anyway. So I wanted to bring this shit like right over the thing. Right over the top of whatever, but I was like, man, what if one of these birds clipped this motherfucker, something stupid happened or anything, you know what I'm saying? Murphy's Law.
Would it be smart to like buy an extra drone like right before the trip, so if something happened on one, at least the other new one was still covered while you got your recovery or the
like it depends, like it depends on what level you on. Like say I'm on, that's a $500 investment, right? Basically, so that was a backup. Like we about to go shoot, we got the backup drone. Because one thing I do incorporate into my shooting now is I bring more memory cards, and then like before I'm gonna do some risky shit, I'm like, shit, the most important shit is this footage, right? So I was swapping out cars. I'm like, yeah, I'm tripping. Like I got mad good shots, and I'm like, bro, what if I lost it? Fuck the drone. I'd rather had a memory card. If anything, if I dove in the water, like I had to get that memory card because like, you can't get some of these shots back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I guess to answer your question is depending on like what kind of budget you fucking with. It wouldn't be a bad idea. If I knew I had 2 drones, the backup drone, I would be doing some riskier shit. I fly over the volcano type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking. All right, let me see here. A clip here before you.
That's how they gonna do Clásicos when they open that shit up.
Yeah, hey.
Everybody gonna land to go to Clásicos. That's gonna happen.
That's funny. I took a pic. Well, I got a picture of Clásico. This shit's gonna be dope. I seen it. You know what I mean? I said, oh yeah, this shit's gonna.
We got like 2 or 3 more weeks. That's about it. 2 or 3 more weeks.
Yeah, like that motherfucker ready to go. So when I go back, I'll be rocking. Like they like for real, like that, like that's gonna be like
did they put another level in it or what?
I think it does have an upstairs, but it's nice though. You know what I mean? Like the Dominicans already be having some nice nightclubs in general. Like that's one of the things I've always appreciated by going there. I'm like, because even if it's in a little bitty town somewhere, they have a nice club. You be like, this shit's got a lot of the LED lights. It's got the good sound system. It's got the mirrors. It's visually appealing. You know what I'm saying? So I've always appreciated that about it. Basically all kind of little, like I said, little hole in the walls will still be having something that's like, okay, it was cool to look at. Visually appealing. Classicos, yeah, they're coming with it, and it's gonna put the strip. They're gonna make the other little clubs have to step their shit up because it's like that's just gonna be packed like a motherfucker. I already know.
They're gonna let Roomba start filming after this.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Roomba's gonna have some problems. You know what I'm saying? When they open up, you know what I mean? Like, Roomba's gonna have to do something. Because as long as them doors open and class goes in this space, they're gonna have that motherfucker packed. I mean, maybe they ain't gonna hurt Roombas at all. It's just gonna make everything better.
I mean, a lot of people think it's gonna bring back the dress codes. You know?
Yeah, no, they could do that. That's what I'm saying. This shit's nice, bro. Like, because when I started going to Seward, like I think my first trip when I didn't even really know how Seward was, like class codes was open, I believe, but like I didn't, you know what I mean. After that. The next time I went, it was closed, and then I always, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Cause like when you have them faint memories of, like you go somewhere where you've been a long time ago, you realize it from a different perspective. You're like, "Oh shit, I came here before, but I thought this was like the big deal," or you see a place, yeah, you're like, "Oh yeah, I remember coming here. I thought this was the best spot to be at, and this ain't shit," or whatever the fuck it was. You know what I mean? But I remember like. When people talk about class codes closing, next time I went, I'm like, oh, that's that building that.
Stay tuned, Glossy Goes.
They're gonna be lit.
Up. Right, Jason in the morning might have to go do a review out there live.
That'll be dope.
Company trip chart.
And he gets booted out of here for talking about using company funds. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think he lost his connection. But we right at that 12:30 mark anyway, folks. So I'll give him a minute for the outro. But if not, I thank y'all for pulling up. We back. Oh no, okay. Prematurely.
The feds came after me. So that said I was gonna go show up at Classicos and they shut it down. See what happened? The party, they want to shut the party down, bro. Party. No, pause. Classico party, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe less. When's Memorial Day?
And 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah. 4 weeks.
Something. May.
Yeah, I think it'll be over when you meet CTG.
Yeah,
I have to get the review myself.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus, the place. That's gonna be the classic review. Who's gonna get the fucking content in there first with the fucking interview? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna do it? Who you call? I say TMI. TMI is gonna land in there first.
Shit, probably Flip.
I mean, of course. We're talking like Flip. Flip is already he's buried in there. You know what I'm saying? Like he go live. He's classic. They gonna go stay tuned. He does the gospel thing. You know what I'm saying? So he's already embedded. We talking about like the ones who's trying to. You know what I mean? Like who's gonna do it?
Oh, from the
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's different. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know because TMI he's still in Thailand. He'll probably still be in Thailand.
Oh, he misses out. I
don't know. He might.
Let's see.
Get the who's going to get the first live Classicos?
Who's going to get the live Classicos? Will KBS reappear at Classicos?
What's name might get it though too. You might see the seldomly mentioned player. Giammo might emerge just to show y'all.
Yeah.
Come out of nowhere to do the live.
He's been hibernating.
Yeah, had to come back.
Hibernating.
Pop out.
Yeah. Maybe some new stock.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Maybe some new stock out there. You know what I'm saying? Get your options. Hey, listen, it's the season, bro. Everybody about to start going on vacation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people been on vacation, but I mean, like literally, like the
It's
space
vacation
is gonna
season.
start
Yeah, it's Memorial.
moving. Yeah,
It'll be,
yeah. The trips are starting. The trips are starting. Everybody's going crazy. Everybody's going crazy. How long you staying in CTG for?
I don't know. I'm thinking like 4 days.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's
That's
what I'm
not
thinking.
bad.
Because it's everybody's birthday. Because mine was on Saturday. So,
Okay.
oh, let me see. Let me double check. I think it's Saturday. On Saturday.
That's what's up. Hey, birthday trip. I hear that. So I'm saying I owe myself a trip, bro. You know what I mean? I owe myself a trip.
Yeah, my birthday's on a Saturday. So I'm thinking like do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then on Memorial Day, go to DR. That's what I want to do. And then go to DR for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice. That's what it is.
That's the tentative plan. So
stay tuned, everybody, for the trips coming up. And we see you guys on Friday for the edition 58, James in the Morning, #1 morning show in the Polyverse. You know what I'm saying? We out of here.